Welcome to the Explainer. So think about this for a second. A single glitch in an online checkout can literally cost a business thousands of dollars in just a matter of minutes. Crazy, right? Today, we're diving into the absolutely critical e-commerce testing scenarios that prevent those exact disasters. But hey, we aren't stopping there. We're also going to look at the exact blueprint for turning all that technical know-how into a really compelling 15-minute educational campaign. It's essentially a masterclass in both software testing and content strategy, all drawn straight from our source material on mastering e-commerce testing. Let's get into it. Here's what we'll be covering today. 1. Critical e-commerce test scenarios. 2. Inventory tracking and refunds. 3. Structuring the testing strategy. And 4. Production and promotion execution. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, Critical e-commerce test scenarios. Let's put ourselves in the shopper's shoes for a moment. This journey actually dictates exactly how you need to structure your testing. First up, the product catalog. You've got to rigorously test how users search, filter, and sort through your products because, well, if they can't easily find what they want, they simply aren't going to buy it. Makes sense, right? From there, the journey moves right into the shopping cart. We have to verify that users can seamlessly add items, maybe edit the quantities, or remove products entirely without the system glitching out or slowing down. And finally, that brings us to the absolute most critical juncture of the whole process, checkout. Now, checkout isn't just one simple button click. It really breaks down into its own rigorous subtests. First, you absolutely have to validate payment processing to ensure those financial transactions are completely bulletproof, secure, and accurate. Next up, you need to test your shipping options. Are the correct rates and methods dynamically popping up based on the user's specific location? And, crucially, this is a big one, validation checks. This means testing the system's ability to actually catch errors. Like, say someone accidentally types a letter into a zip code field. The system needs to catch that before the form is even submitted. If any of these fail, you're literally losing revenue instantly. Moving right along to Section 2, Inventory, Tracking, and Refunds.
So a successful purchase happens. Great, but that's not the end of the test. In a lot of ways, it's really just the beginning. These post-purchase testing scenarios are absolutely vital for keeping your operations running smoothly. We have to confirm that your inventory stock levels update correctly the exact millisecond a purchase is finalized. And we've got to ensure availability accuracy. Let's be real. Accidentally selling an item that's already out of stock, that is an absolute customer service nightmare. We also need to double-check that order tracking systems are functioning properly, so we can proactively keep the customer in the loop. Oh, and finally, refund processing. Handling returns without a hitch is a massive driver for keeping customers coming back long-term.
Now here is where our source material gets really fascinating. All of those critical test scenarios we just covered, they actually form the foundational basis for episode 31 of a program called Testcraft Fundamentals. And this brings us to a brilliant kind of meta layer of our explainer today. You see, we aren't just learning about e-commerce testing, we are pivoting to look at the exact blueprint of how to build a high-quality educational asset around this highly technical material. Which brings us nicely to Section 3, Structuring the Testing Strategy. 2,300. That number right there is your magic boundary. To deliver this training effectively, you really can't just cram endless walls of information onto a page. At a natural, comfortable speaking pace, which is roughly 150 words per minute, a 15-minute script absolutely has to target approximately 2,300 words total. That exact word count acts as your guardrail. It's going to ensure your final presentation feels engaging and conversational, rather than, rushed and totally overwhelming. And having that constraint dictates a very specific macro-level structure for this educational campaign. Think about it like this. You start with a punchy 30-second intro, just a really compelling hook and a quick preview of what's coming. Then you carve out a massive 13.5-minute main content block that is strictly dedicated to your 5 or 6 key sections and real-world examples. Finally, you wrap the whole thing up with a highly focused 1-minute outro that hits a quick recap and a really strong call to action. It is honestly a perfectly balanced formula for holding on to your viewers' attention. So, when we dive into that main 13.5-minute block, it requires a highly systematic allocation of time. Instead of just throwing a wall of technical data at people, the strategy is to chunk the content. You move swiftly from topic definition straight into your core concepts. From there, you immediately ground that theory in practical application and real examples, before finally wrapping up with best practices and next steps. By chunking all this info into distinct 2 to 3 minute phases, your audience never gets bogged down and the complex subject of e-commerce testing stays completely accessible. All right, last but not least, Section 4, Production and Promotion Execution. The production pipeline itself starts by taking that structured outline and expanding it out into a full conversational script. Once you have that script completely locked in, the very next step is creating your supporting graphics and B-roll to help visualize all those abstract concepts. With the visuals prepped and ready, we move on to recording the talking head, getting the actual presenter on camera with some great energy. And finally, we weave the whole thing together in the edit by dropping in animations and text overlays to keep that visual momentum moving continuously forward.
Right on the heels of that, we enter the finalization phase. The first priority here is professional editing and color grading just to make sure you have a really polished, trustworthy look. Then, and I can't stress this enough, it is absolutely crucial to add captions for accessibility, making sure everyone can learn from your material no matter how or where they're watching. Next up is designing a really eye-catching thumbnail to actively drive those clicks. And the final piece of the puzzle is SEO optimization for your title and description. That is exactly how you guarantee this great educational asset actually gets discovered organically by folks out there searching for testing strategies.
Now, once the final presentation is totally locked, your promotion matrix kicks in. Because let's face it, you don't just drop a 15-minute masterclass on the internet and walk away, right? You have to atomize the content. You take that one central asset and turn it into a dozen different touchpoints. I'm talking about extracting 3 to 5 killer sound bites for general social media. It means converting those core testing concepts into a highly swipeable LinkedIn carousel, filming a short, punchy Instagram reel, and even writing out a comprehensive Twitter thread that highlights the key takeaways. This entire strategy maximizes your educational reach by actively meeting learners exactly where they already hang out online.
Of course, pulling off a strategy this comprehensive does require a specific investment of resources. You're going to need a dedicated graphics designer for your infographics, plus a skilled video editor for production. As for time, well, expect to invest about 2 to 3 hours on script expansion, maybe 1 to 2 hours on the actual recording and filming, and another 2 to 3 hours on the final edit. So, all in all, you're looking at roughly 5 to 8 hours of focused labor to produce a seriously high-impact, 15-minute educational tool that beautifully scales your expertise.
So we've explored the absolute most critical e-commerce tests and the precise blueprint for turning them into a high-impact educational campaign. The only real question left is, are your systems actually ready for the traffic? And if they are, how quickly will you start sharing your winning strategies with the rest of the world? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.